In Florida, you know me. You can trust that I say what I mean.
President Obama earlier today campaigning in Florida. That's the one day or half a day after the big debate last night with Governor Romney. Well, they're both doing the same thing, campaigning like crazy. And we got Jerry Seib joining us now from Washington, D.C. to tell us all about this. Jerry, thanks for joining us, and great job last night covering the debate.
Thank you.
Thank you. So tell us, what exactly has been going on?
Well, you have a couple of different things going on. On the Obama side, you have an attempt by the president today in the wake of that last debate last night to address the vision thing, which I think we talked about last week. There had been some criticism of the president, and Republicans have picked this up a lot in the last few days, for never really giving a real idea of what a second term was supposed to be like. What's the point of an Obama second term? Well, he's trying to address that today by releasing a document and some email and some online material that's all supposed to encapsulate what a second Obama term would be, the economic plan, how it produces jobs. So on the positive side, the Obama campaign is doing that. On the less positive side, the president is back again saying essentially you can't believe what Mitt Romney says. You know, the original attacks on Mitt Romney from the Obama campaign a year or so ago were essentially that he was a flip-flopper. He was sometimes a moderate, sometimes a conservative. Lately, they've been portraying him as kind of a captive of the far right of his own party. Now we're sort of back to the flip-flopper as Mitt Romney has tried to move to the center on some issues, and the refrain from the Obama campaign is you can't trust the guy. So that's what's happening on that side. On the Romney side, I think they're a little more positive right now. They're essentially trying to say, look, you know, we have a plan to close the economic problems of the country down. Barack Obama doesn't. Where's his plan? That's kind of still the refrain. And I think that both of these guys are going to be sort of blitzing a handful of states, maybe up to 8 or 9 states in the end run, because nobody's taking any of these swing states off the table.
So Jerry, does it appear that Mitt Romney still has the wind at his back after that first debate? It seemed to get a lot more popularity among the electorate than he had previously.
Well, I don't think that's clear. I think it's a dead even race nationally, and I think the question becomes who wins those 8 or 9 swing states, which move somewhat differently from the national polls, and it's really hard to tell. I think the one thing that Barack Obama did last night was probably reestablish that he's a good debater, and he probably won the debate by most of the instant polls. What Barack Obama did in the debates, what Mitt Romney did in the debates overall, however, was kind of establish himself as a legitimate president in the eyes of a lot of people, and his positive ratings moved up. People felt better about him as a result of the debate. So I don't know whether the race is any different now than it would have been if we hadn't had those debates at all. I suspect Mitt Romney did himself more good, but I think it's taken us to where a lot of people thought this race would be in the end, which is an extremely close, if not dead even race heading into the last 2 weeks.
A real nail-biter, and of course you will be covering it, as will we here. Thank you very much, the wonderful Jerry Seib.
Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You can read more on that on WSJ.com.